Welcome back to Bourbon Country Reacts. I'm Keith.
Hey, Keith.
Know some stuff about music.
You do know some stuff about music. You teach me stuff about music, and then you teach them stuff about music.
This is Dustin, and he knows some stuff about bourbon. He knows stuff about bourbon.
Yeah, okay. We'll go with that. Speaking of bourbon, bourbon bribe.
We like the bribes.
We got a bourbon bribe. This one is from Andrea. She kind of loves us.
Yep.
This one, I don't know if we've never had this one. This is a first time release this year, I believe. Limited edition, St. Patrick's Day edition. We got in trouble because we didn't record this for St. Patrick's Day.
Way after St. Patrick's Day.
Oops.
Yeah, we got in some trouble.
We got a little trouble. But she gave us a Kentucky Owl, Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. This is a limited release. It's a collaboration between Irish whiskey bonder Louis Megan and a master blender John Ree.
Looks like McGuane.
McGuane?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll go with that. So we're sitting at 100 proof exactly. This is release 1
Cool.
of this collaboration. So
we're getting into something brandy new.
yeah.
Speaking of brandy new,
Yeah.
it's my understanding that Alabama was kind of a country supergroup for a while. Well, not a supergroup in the sense that like a bunch of artists collaborated,
That's cool as hell.
but
Whoa.
extremely popular. What are you owing?
It's a wooden and a metal cork.
Cool.
Usually it's one or the other.
So this bribe comes in with an Alabama song called "I'm in a Hurry."
I feel like I've heard this.
I very seriously doubt if I have.
Okay.
So let's check it out.
Let's check out this bourbon too.
I'm in a hurry to get things done. Oh, I rush until life's no fun.
What?
So I've heard this, and I don't have any idea how our videos are going to drop, but we just recorded the Perspective song. Mm-hmm. This is
Another Perspective song? Because it's kind of leaning that way.
dude.
All right,
That's weird.
let's back it up just a touch.
I'm in a hurry to get things done. Oh, I rush until life's no fun. All I really gotta do is live and die, but I'm in a hurry and don't know why. Don't know why. I have to drive so fast. My car has nothing to prove. It's not you, but it'll do 0 to 60 in 5.2.
Slow
I'm in a hurry to get things done. Oh, I rush until life's no fun. All I really gotta do is live and die, but I'm in a hurry and don't know why. Can't be late. I leave in plenty of time, shaking hands with the clock. I can't stop. I'm on a roll and I'm ready to rock. Oh, I'm in a hurry to get things done. Oh, I rush until life's no fun. All I really gotta do is live and die, but I'm in a hurry and don't know why. It says I'm running behind. I better pick up my pace. It's a race and there ain't no room for someone in second place. I'm in a hurry to get things done. I rush until life's no fun. All I really gotta do is live and die, but I'm in a hurry and don't know why. I'm in a hurry to get things done. Oh, I rush until life's no fun. All I really gotta do is live and die.
What was I hearing?
They just went to like this weird kind of like
We're just let it play through. We're
you need to hear that.
I'm in a hurry to get things done. Oh, I rush and rush until life's no fun. All I really gotta do is live and die, but I'm in a hurry and don't know why. Play.
so. I really kind of appreciated the
Message.
message.
Mm-hmm.
I think I liked Alabama's vocals.
Yes.
The music behind it.
Was weird.
So all these pop rock band names kept popping into my head as I was listening to this song.
Did you hear?
Yeah. So I was like, this kind of sounds like a Cyndi Lauper tune. And then it was, man, I hear some like Bryan Adams in this. And then I heard the Pretenders. Like, when did this come out? Is this
I have no idea.
late 80s?
Probably early 90s, I would say. Early to mid 90s, I think.
Well, I actually had to look up the Pretenders because I had a particular Pretenders song in my head, and I could remember the title of the song, but not the band. This really, aside from the vocal delivery, had an absolute pop rock vibe to it.
You're not
This
wrong.
is not what I expected from Alabama. And
92.
so
That kind of makes sense.
this never played on the radio stations I listened to back then. It just never, it probably played on country stations. But
They went into like a weird funk, like I'm thinking like, have you ever heard or seen the Blue Man Group
yeah. So
or Stomp?
I had them, I think, in my mind confused with the Oak Ridge Boys,
Yeah,
which I've heard like Elvira.
Elvira,
Boom, papa, mow, mow.
Elvira.
I think I had Alabama confused with them. And so this was not at all what I was expecting when as the song started playing, I started hearing all this pop rock music
Right.
in it.
Yeah,
It kind of threw me for a loop.
that's a great assessment. That is a great assessment.
Well, I mean, this was pop rock with country vocals.
Yeah,
And the country vocals weren't all that country to me.
they were almost pop.
Tell me you couldn't hear this song in any 80s movie as a soundtrack.
I bet one of y'all can tell us.
It probably is.
I bet it's in a movie.
It
Tell us.
is in a movie.
Tell
it
us
probably
what
is.
movie it's in.
Yeah, we want to
Holy
know.
shit. I bet it is.
It may be. It's an enjoyable song though because it's pop rock and I like rock.
You know what's funny about this song though?
And there's actually like some pretty decent guitar riffs in that.
Yeah. Yeah, there was good.
Yeah,
Like, there was weird things that were in there, and then there was like, oh, that was good.
it was not things I expected to hear in a country music song.
Right. And what was interesting about the message, kind of with you and I, we cannot stand to be late. Keith prefers to be exactly to the second on time and will do everything possible to make sure that is how it happens.
I am all about precision punctuality.
Precision function. Like, he won't be early and he won't be late. He'll be there on time.
I have a watch that is guided by tiny spaceships to tell me to the millisecond what time it is.
So, and I'm more of I'd rather get there early than be late.
Yeah, with Dustin, if you're not early, you are late.
Right.
I'm not that way. I arrive precisely when I'm like the wolf from Pulp Fiction.
But, that's funny. But, here's something I don't agree with.
So,
That how it doesn't fit. So, as we've mentioned, we're both punctual. But we don't hurry so much that we don't have fun.
for me, sometimes the hurry is the fun.
What?
I'm behind schedule by 7 minutes.
I got to go fast.
Downshift 3 gears and go.
What's the song that plays?
I can't drive 55.
No.
Oh, bitty body, bitty boo. Do not look that up. It's by Bubbles. Bitty body, bitty boo. Don't look it up. I'm here to tell you, you don't want to know.
You need a feather, right?
A big blue feather.
If you know, you know.
A cop buddy of mine. He said, you stick that feather out the window, I'm gonna just shoot you.
He probably would.
Yeah, he would.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, dude, this is peppery, crazy peppery.
Like, even up front. It hits you with pepper in the front.
So up front, I get a pepper bomb
Yeah.
with a touch of cinnamon
Yep.
and the slightest veneer of vanilla, or not vanilla, lemon.
I was going to say, I don't get any vanilla.
No, there's no vanilla in it.
I do get a citrus. I'm not sure that I'd call it lemon.
To me, it's lemon.
Okay.
The mid palate, not super complex, still peppery. And the finish is, actually there is vanilla in the finish. Like, it's there. The middle of my tongue, as this finishes,
Yeah.
is rye pepper.
Okay.
Both sides, I'm getting vanilla.
So this is basically all about blending.
Okay.
Is what they did with this one.
All right.
That's what I'm getting from all these tiny letters on the back of the bottle. They're talking about how they blended various whiskeys together to make this.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's very peppery, and this is me saying that.
You like pepper?
And I do. I like rye.
It's got a weird sweetness that I don't call vanilla. That is... wait a minute. Maybe it is vanilla.
On the finish, I don't get any of that up front or in the mid palate.
And it's like...
The longer it sits there, it starts to creep in on it.
Yes. Yeah, and it kind of creeps in from the middle and works its way out.
So I'm getting the opposite. I'm getting it creeping in from the outsides towards the middle.
Your tongue's weird.
There's some awful commentary in that, but I'll leave it alone.
Leave it alone. I mean, it's... What proof did I say this was? 100? Yeah, it's 100 proof. Batch 1.
Frankly, burn-wise, it tastes about 100 proof, but I feel like a lot of that is the pepper.
I think you're right, because it's not alcohol burn. You get pepper.
As it rolls back, as I swallow, when you've got a real high proof, not smooth bourbon, when you swallow, you feel it.
It's warm all the way down.
None of that.
No.
I think it's the pepper rather
This
than
is
actually.
more complex than I think we're giving it credit for. Every time... So, I've taken a small sip.
So I've been taking pretty small sips.
There's stuff going on in here that I'm struggling identifying.
My God. With a tiny sip, this is ass backwards. The tiny sip emphasized the pepper a lot. Took away the cinnamon and lemon and intensified the vanilla.
On the back?
Yep, on the back.
I think, yeah, you're right. Because with a bigger sip, I was getting a ton of pepper that rolled into citrus.
So I'm going to take a bigger sip now, like an oversized. This shit is backwards. I swear to God, the bigger drink you take, the smoother it tastes.
That's got to have a ton of rye in it, dude.
Oh, yeah.
It has to have a ton of rye. Because
So much pepper.
I don't taste any wheat.
No, I don't either.
Or very much corn.
Oh, wow. Oh, man. So I took that big sip. Somehow it was smoother drinking more.
Yes.
and it hit my brain.
It's weird.
I mean, I started feeling alcohol like within seconds.
Yep. And it's a bourbon, so there's got to be at least 51% corn.
Which I can't taste.
I don't taste any of the corn sweetness at all.
Yeah, me either.
Which is weird.
Maybe the corn sweetness is part of that vanilla flavor on the back, but it's
a pepper bomb.
yeah, definitely a
Straight
pepper
up
bomb.
pepper bomb. This is bottled in Bardstown, Kentucky.
Say where it's distilled. Oh, it's a blend, so it's probably distilled everywhere.
The Wiseman's Bourbon. Yeah, I don't have a ton of... Apparently this distiller was established in 1879.
Well, it should have a low number though. Probably not on the bottle.
I was going to say, I don't see their DSP on here. But, I mean, it's pretty good. What'd you pay for it?
I didn't pay for it.
I said, what would you pay for it?
What would I pay for it?
Yep.
I would probably put this in the $60-$65 range.
So I'm a little skewed because I know what was paid for it.
Okay.
I would say, though, trying to keep that out of my brain, I'd probably go a little higher than 60.
I don't think I would.
No?
No.
I think I'd go 70, between 70 and 80, not above 80.
So what's it actually cost?
140.
For something to be above $100 for me,
It's got to be killer.
it's like
Because there's so many good bourbons 80 and below.
Steven sent us a rye sometime back. That was the best rye I've ever had, and it is north of $100.
Right.
And I'll pay it all day long.
You would. Because it was the best rye you've ever had ever.
I don't think I can go above 100 on this one.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good, but in my opinion, that's
It's
overpriced.
kind of like that Sweetens Cove we had. Like, it was good. We were like, this is really good. But it's not $200 good.
Yeah, yeah,
Because this is the thing, right?
yeah.
But if people are willing to pay it, something's only worth as much as somebody else will pay for it.
Welcome to capitalism.
That's how it works.
So, yeah, hey guys, if you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe. Drop down in the comments. Tell us what songs to listen to, what bourbons and whiskeys to check out.
Absolutely.
And if you'd like our request list for songs, the votes on it are well into the thousands. And if you'd like to propel your song to the front, send us a bottle like Andrea did. And
Doesn't have to be $140.
no, we've done $10 handles on this channel and enjoyed it.
Handles.
Handles.
It's true.
We actually found like a good $10 handle. It's crazy. Yeah. So, hey, till next time, guys.
We'll see you later.